Arkadaşlar, merhaba. Guys, sebentar lagi udah mau lebaran ya. Gak kerasa loh, kita udah ngelewatin 4 minggu puasa Ramadan. Nah, ngomongin soal lebaran ini nih, aku pengen nunjukin kalian gimana suasana di Turki menjelang hari H lebaran, guys. Plus, aku mau ngasih tahu kalian juga tradisi yang biasanya orang Turki lakuin ketika lebaran Idul Fitri ini, guys. Let's go. Nah guys, salah satu budaya Idul Fitri yang ada di sini namanya şeker toplama ya guys. Artinya ngumpulin permen. Tapi budaya ini itu cuma buat anak-anak doang ya guys. Nah biasanya pagi-pagi di hari raya Idul Fitri, anak-anak itu keliling-keliling rumah gitu guys, dan ngetok-ngetok pintu rumah gitu ya. Kalau di kita kan ngasihnya angpau, THR gitu. Nah kalau di sini mereka itu minta permen gitu ya guys. Nah guys, ngomong-ngomong soal permen nih, salah satu manisan yang terkenal di Konya itu ada permen Konya guys namanya. Bahasa Turkinya Konya Şekeri guys. Dan ini di belakang aku, ini ada toko permen yang macem-macem banget variasi permennya ya guys ya. Karena emang Konya ini terkenal sama manisannya gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya orang-orang yang datang ke sini itu rata-rata pada beli manisan Konya ini ya guys yang ada di belakang aku. Dan dipercaya loh guys, kalau misalnya kita makan manisan permen Konya ini, suatu saat nanti kita bakalan balik lagi ke Konya dan bisa jalan-jalan di sini lagi guys. Oke guys, kali ini aku pengen beli manisan kesukaanku guys. Ini permen kesukaanku di sini. Namanya hurma şekeri. Jadi ini tuh kurma, tapi mereka buat dalam bentuk permen guys. Permen kurma. Kayaknya di Indonesia belum ada ya. Aku pernah cobain ini, enak banget sumpah. Jadi aku mau beli ini buat nanti lebaran ya guys ya. Let's go. Bu ne abi?
Bu şeker. İftardan sonra yersin, tamam mı?
Ha, Mevlana şekeri.
Konya şekeri. İftardan sonra yersin.
Tabii abi. Teşekkür ediyorum.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Oke guys, jadi aku dikasih oleh-oleh Mevlana şekeri sama pemilik tokonya ya. Teşekkür ediyorum abi.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Ini katanya nanti kalau misalnya aku makan ini, aku bakalan datang lagi ke Konya guys. Terus juga salah satu budaya bertamu orang Turki guys, mereka ngasih ini guys ke tangan tamunya itu ya. Ini tuh namanya kolonnya guys, semacam kayak hand sanitizer gitu. Ada alkoholnya sekitar 80%. Dan ini ada aromanya tersendiri gitu ya, kayak aroma lemon, aroma-aroma buah-buahan yang lain gitu. Dan Konya ini salah satu yang terkenal kolonyanya guys di sini guys. Sekarang aku lagi ada di pasar tradisional Konya nih guys. Dan sebenarnya salah satu kebiasaan orang Turki sebelum datang lebaran itu mereka beli baju baru ya guys. Tapi di sini kita nggak ngelihat banyak orang yang datang karena emang sebenarnya Konya ini masyarakatnya sedikit ya guys. Beda nggak kayak di Istanbul. Kalau di Istanbul pasar-pasar itu pasti rame gitu ya. Apalagi sebelum Idul Fitri gitu. Nah guys, kalau di malam lebaran, di sini tuh gak ada yang takbiran pakai toa masjid ya guys. Dan di sini juga gak ada budaya takbir keliling kayak di Indonesia guys. Nih biasanya kalau malam lebaran itu mereka duduk-duduk di taman kayak yang di belakang aku ini. Dan setelah itu mereka bakalan balik ke rumah masing-masing buat nyiapin pagi hari raya Idul Fitri guys. Jadi sebenarnya kalau dibilang ramean di Indonesia sih dalam menyambut lebaran ya guys ya. Guys, daerah sini nih rame banget ya. Ini kayak semua orang-orang tuh keluar rumah dan nyobain makanan-makanan kuliner yang ada di sini gitu loh guys. Di sebelah sana juga ada yang main kayak drum-drum gitu. Tapi bukan beduk ya guys, ini drum gitu. Entah mungkin cuma buat ngeramein euforia malam lebaran kali ya. Nah guys, bedanya lebaran di Indonesia dan di Turki, kalau di Turki itu nggak ada yang bilang minal aidin wal faizin guys. Di sini mereka bilangnya Bayramımız Mübarek olsun atau Bayramımız Kutlu olsun. Bayram sendiri di Turki itu artinya hari raya guys. Nah jadi biasanya setelah sholat Idul Fitri atau sholat Idul Adha, mereka bilang Bayramımız Mübarek olsun ke sesama mereka gitu ya. Nah guys, ngomongin soal persiapan lebaran dan tradisi orang-orang Turki dalam menyambut lebaran ini, aku bakalan ngobrol-ngobrol sama temen Turkiku ya guys. Namanya Buse, dan dia itu orang Istanbul guys. Dan kita tuh juga sering buat tuker-tuker budaya antara budaya Indonesia dan budaya Turki ya guys. A day before Ramazan Bayram, we bought some new clothes, we make some extraordinary food, we go to our villages. Do you have some kind like that in Turkey?
Of course we have. That's almost the same. We always visit someone older than us, like our families. And also, Ramazan Bayram is the very good opportunity for making good relation. Even we got hurt by them in the past, or maybe we are angry to them, we are sad because of them, but we forget everything in Eid. And do you know, in Turkey we have tradition and culture in the past. Actually, nowadays, some people are still doing it. Old people are still doing it. In the past, we are not giving the money directly to children. We are just preparing some fabrics, some tissues, and we are putting the money inside it, just between the tissues. This is
Bayram
kind of
mendili.
special fabric. Bayram mendili. This is kind of special tissues. This is like handmade tissues. Sometimes there is a motif or something else on it. This is colorful, and every child is getting different color of these tissues. But inside it, it's same amount of money. So people are keeping these tissues for future. And also, they are getting their money too. But nowadays, only old people are doing that. Maybe in village, you can still see it.
I think this is unique things, you know, because I don't know, but what are the reason to put money inside this mendil?
It because in the past, people were so shy for showing they are rich, they have money or something like that. This is kind of not polite, kind of rude, directly giving money. So they are just making cute fabrics and hiding the money inside it. So the children can keep these fabrics as a memory and also get money inside it. Have you ever heard about baklava and sarma together?
No, I didn't hear it yet.
This is traditional food of Eid day. We always make handmade baklava just a day before Bayram, and also sarma, and we serve it together. Sarma is salty, also baklava is so sweet, so together it's perfect. What about in Indonesia? The children are going to other houses and knocking the door for collecting some candies.
No.
Or something like that?
No. Actually, children in Indonesia, they don't ask for candy, but they ask for money.
Here it's same. Here it's same. They will ask for money if this is from family, from their parents, from their grandfather, grandmother. They will ask for money. But also, if we are living in apartments, the children are going outside and knocking every door and also saying, "Hayırlı iftar, hayırlı bayramlar." It means have a nice Eid Ramazan, Ramazan Bayramı. Then they will just serve some candy for these children.
Is there any? Do you buy some new clothes before Ramadan, before Bayram?
Yes, we buy new clothes just before Ramadan, and also we just prepare everything just before that night. We are just putting beside our bed and just sleeping, hugging our clothes because we will just wear in the morning.
Really?
This is something so exciting for us. So not only clothes but also food too, because in 8 morning we are preparing a meal. You can find anything inside. You can imagine all kinds of cheese, all kinds of olives and other everything you can find in this breakfast. So once in a year, we are having so perfect breakfast like that, and we are gathering as family for eating that breakfast. This is the best day of the family members in a year.
Do you go to like your faraway family? Maybe you have family in another city?
If there is mother and father is still existing, still alive, so all the children will gather and they will go to their house.
It's same like Indonesia. We call it mudik. Mudik.
Yes, same di sini. It's just so funny name for me. Munik.
Mudik, funny name, yeah.
But why? I didn't see here, maybe because I live in city, I didn't see so many Turks are gathering with their family. So in the day of Bayram, in the day of Eid, it's just like, you know, silent day. Nobody comes out from their house.
I can understand this. I can understand this. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, everything was perfect. But nowadays, everyone is just caring and minding about their own business. They don't want to gather. They don't want to go anywhere. Even so tired of celebrating anything. Actually, maybe it depends on the city. Because if you are in Istanbul, you will see it's really so crowded. You can't even walk. And also, I'm now in Edirne city. Edirne city is really so crowded because it's near Bayram. Everyone is coming to here for shopping and getting ready.
Nah, jadi gimana guys menurut kalian tentang lebaran di Turki ini nih? Kalau menurutku sih, sejauh-jauhnya aku pergi dari Indonesia, dimanapun aku tinggal, lebaran di Indonesia nggak akan pernah tergantikan ya. Dan aku benar-benar merindukan suasana dan momen lebaran di Indonesia guys. Aku ucapkan buat teman-teman semua, minal aidin wal faizin, mohon maaf lahir dan batin. Selamat merayakan Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Salam dari Turki, see you in the next video. And as always, görüşürüz.